What the f*** was that? Someone yelled. It sounded like Jericho Rodriguez, a bit of Hispanic twang. Then I heard a loud crunch as my heads-up display went crazy. Shit, I yelped, as my hard-shell wingsuit commenced rolling hard to the right. Mother automatically torqued my wings to compensate, but without much success. I activated my hypergolic rocket, but nothing happened. I cleared the alarms in my heads-up display and moved them to the right corner. I could see my squad in formation behind me as I lost altitude on a rolling plunge from 8,000 meters. Chief Douglas Slade's blip moved above my position. "You got a hole the size of Cappy's head in your right wing," he said, referring to Petty Officer First Class Ronald Kaplan. "You ain't got no UDMH left." "Tell me about it," I muttered. "I got a problem here, Control," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. I briefly described my situation. "I need some immediate help to get out of this." Coronado, San Diego, several days earlier. Derek Tiger Bailey again. I suspect you remember my base jump from Fred Noonan's Skyport, and my LEO drop, or you wouldn't be reading this. Have you seen Griffin 7 and Griffin 10 hanging in the Smithsonian atrium? They're a bit worse for wear, but pretty cool to look at. I'm still with the teams, the U.S. Navy SEALs, and continue to command SEALs Winged Insertion Command 3, SWIC 3 for short. The way things are in the military right now, I'm probably stuck with my present rank, Lieutenant Commander. We were about to do a proof-of-concept LEO drop with an abbreviated 6-man squad using Griffin 10 Mark IVs. I took the lead on this one, pushing my first squad leader, Lieutenant Roger Brooke, down into the ranks, displacing Petty Officer Clyde Horseman, much to Cowboy's displeasure. Cowboy, as everybody called him, along with Petty Officers Benjamin Williams and Christopher Pigwell, Benny and Piggy to the squad, were on standby in case something went wrong. Coronado, Griffin 10, Mark IV. Griffin 10 Mark IV looked exactly like the wingsuit I used for the first LEO drop. It differed in subtle ways, however, because of improvements we developed as I and each of my guys made several LEO drops, gaining experience and proficiency along the way. Beyond that, since we intended to use the Griffin in combat, we incorporated the latest model of a very efficient, handheld, pulsed energy weapon into a node in the leading edge of either the left or right wing. Its power source is a lightweight bat cap, a unique marriage of a 3D battery and a thin, large surface area, flexible capacitor that the SWIC member wears on his back. The capacitor supports 20 rapid-release lethal laser bursts and recharges in less than a minute from the 3D battery. Or, it can continuously support a lethal laser burst every 5 seconds. The 3D battery needs recharging every 5,000 bursts. Before opening the carapace after landing, the SWIC member retrieves the weapon from its node and holsters it just like a sidearm. Launch pallet improvements ensured that nobody had to go through what happened to me on my first LEO drop. Each pallet carried 4 tanks. 2 were high-pressure oxygen, used by the flyer until Griffin separation, attached to the wingsuit with breakaway connectors. The other 2 carried hypergolic fuel, UDMH, and nitrogen tetroxide, for the small hypergolic maneuvering jets that would allow us to get into formation and maintain our pattern until we dropped. Each SWIC 3 team member had completed 5 LEO drops. Every one of us reached a level of confidence and proficiency as we dealt with problems and solved them on the fly, so to speak.